shaking. That may be the biggest year of my life.
I'm Heath Rayfield from Chesterfield, South Carolina. This is my son, Benson. We've been a part of the Woodsman, I guess Jeff and them called me when we originally started. Benson's been here, this is his second year being actually, a part of the Junior Woodsman, and it's been a blessing. I've known Jeff and Daniel for 13 years now, I believe. Have been a part with them and some earlier stuff, and we've just stayed friends. And then they called me up when they started the Woodsman and asked me if I wanted to be a part of it. And the Woodsman is not just a big family of guys and gals that love to hunt, is it, bud? It's a group of people that over the last 6 years have became my best friends, my mentors. They not only help me, they help my family and my son understand things that go on in life and why we're here for Christ. I say it's a brotherhood, but it's not a brotherhood of hunting. It's a brotherhood of using this platform that we have and everybody joining as brothers and sisters in Christ. September 1 in South Carolina, rifle season opens. And I was not worried about me a whole lot this year. I wanted little man to crack the hammer first, was hoping anyway, right? So I had some deer on camera and had some pretty decent deer on camera, but nothing was showing up where I felt like we could get on him quick. Early season, try to kill one in velvet, but by September 1st, some of these deer are coming in and out of velvet. Still got a good chance of killing one in velvet. But I had a good friend of mine call me. Philip Barfield called me, and Philip said, "Hey, you and Benson come down here and hunt with us. I got some deer coming in, and I think Benson can get on a deer." I said, "Great, sounds good. We'll be there." So he takes his son, and I'm going with Benson that afternoon. It's opening day, South Carolina. So we got in the ladder stand. Got all set up.
We just sat there for a couple minutes, and we heard some rustling in the woods, and then we saw the deer walking down. We couldn't see it fully. We couldn't see if it was a buck or a doe, but then it came up, and then he said, "Oh, Benson, that's a buck." I was getting ready, got the gun off safety. Jeez! I got him.
What was that?
I just shot a big one.
Did you have it on him?
Yes, I got it right on his shoulder. I'm still shaking. I'm so happy right now. My first buck, and it was big. I'm literally still shaking.
Let me get over here and let me get this out of the way. We're all packed up in here in this little stand, and Benson just shot a good 8-point. I think he got him. I can see where the deer kicked up there. He was dead broadside when he shot. It looked like he knocked him off his feet and he went back the way he come. That's the only thing that I really don't like. But if you said you was on him,
I'm pretty sure I was on him.
so we're gonna go down here and see if he was on him. So cross our fingers. What do you think, buddy? All right. Wish us luck.
So long story short,
couldn't find him.
Well, we couldn't find a deer that night. I've got a really good friend of mine, Jamie Holler, that has probably one of the best dogs in the Carolinas to track a deer. And he's found a deer for me before. We called him that night. It was a school night, so I had to get Benson back home. And I got him back home, and he went to bed, and I said, look, bud, I'm going back to look for your deer, because this deer was the biggest deer that Benson had shot to date at the time. So anyway, we come back, we get the dog on him, and I stayed out to almost like 2:30 in the morning looking for this deer, and we just couldn't find him. But the guy we hunted with, Philip, went back the next day. I told him, I said, go check on the backside of that island out in this big, huge bean field. I said, just go check out there in that bean field. I said, that dog kept wanting to go over there last night, and you know, we couldn't find nothing. Well, he calls me about lunchtime and said, hey man, believe it or not, I found Benson's deer. The coyotes got a hold of him and all, but I didn't let little man know until I got home that afternoon that we had found his deer.
Is that him?
What do you think, dude?
Oh. He still has velvet?
Yeah. So we was able to get the head and get it, you know, we got a skull mount. Obviously the coyotes had got the deer, and I was at work, but Philip was very nice enough to do what he did. So it all ended up, Benson had his biggest buck to date. December rolling in, it was day before Christmas Eve. South Carolina had a major cold front coming, and I had 2 different deer coming in on the muddy cameras and stealth cameras. I mean, like clockwork pretty much. I had a real good 9 and I had a real good 10. I wanted Benson to get one of them. I told him, I said, man, we're gonna see one of these deer this afternoon. And we're sitting there talking and everything, and then I look up and I could see a buck, and I didn't know which one it was. But I kind of had a feeling we were going to shoot the shoot the 9 point. And I just told Benson, I said, "There's a big buck coming. Get ready."
Just be easy. He's gonna walk to the corner. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Take your time. I shouldn't say that. Yeah, take your time. Take your time. Knock it off safety. Because when he steps out right here, I'm gonna let you shoot him. Bat. Put it behind the shoulder. Dropped him, baby. You dropped him, son. You got a big buck. I knew it was happening today. Wait a minute. You just shot the big 9. You shot the big 9. You shot the big 9. Dude, I'm so proud of you. You smoked him, dude. You dropped him. Talk to him. What you got?
We just got the big 9 on our property here.
He's up there. I see you. He's up there. Be careful with your gun. What you got, buddy? Huh? What you got, dude? Is it a 10 point?
Yep.
Really? Huh? You just shot a giant. Benson Rayfield. That's not your biggest buck ever. Let me see this thing. Oh boy. Look at that, look at that.
He was a split-browed 10 point that I had on camera, and man, something about, I love deer hunting, but there's nothing more enjoyable and pleasured to have your son sitting in a blind with you and see how excited he gets when he is just shot his biggest deer to date.
It's just a great experience to have a a dad with you when you shoot your biggest deer of your lifetime. And it's just, it's a great experience for you if you're a kid watching.
Good way to start Christmas vacation.
Yeah.
Well, every year I head to Double Nickel saying I got a tag in Kansas. This year was no different. I drew a muzzleloader tag and we got CVA in hand and we're headed to Kansas. Well, folks, we have made it to Kansas and it is, it's good to be here. I got Cody behind the lens right now. Me and Brad made it here. We're gonna shoot the muzzleloaders. Brad got his, what you shoot, Brad?
It is a CVA Acura.
There you go. I got the Paramount. And good Lord willing, with 96 degrees this week, we're gonna still shoot a deer at Murray Muzzleloader. We don't need to break tradition, you know. We gotta kill one every year we out here with Cody. So we're fixing to get them shooting. Burn some powder. All right, ready? Fire in the hole. I go in and I got about 3 deer in mind. One deer in particular, I called him Austin. I know it's a weird name, but I called the deer Austin. He was really, really wide, looked like a Texas deer. He was kind of my number one. He had disappeared a little bit, but then we ended up finding him like 2 days before. We changed some cameras around and found him. Kansas, the Midwest this year was a major drought and water was a huge key. That being said, got a southwest wind. I've got to hunt where, you know, the wind puts me to kill this deer. I've got 5 days to get him killed. I'm gonna play smart. At least the first couple of days, I'm not gonna push the issue. We get in there that afternoon. I'm in a tripod, water tank 75 yards. I'm kind of looking over this mixed CRP, few cedars, you know, trying to catch these deer transitioning out of this shelter belt, you know, coming across this CRP. Some are bedded in the CRP, you know, heading towards a bean field north of us.
Well, folks, here we are. It's opening day, Kansas, first afternoon, first time setting. We're after deer we call Austin. He's big, wide, 7 by 6. He's been here. He was here yesterday afternoon. He disappeared for a few days, but he's back. So hopefully we can get this deer killed this afternoon. We got the perfect wind. It's hot. It's like 88 degrees today, but one good thing about it is we got a southwest wind, and it is hitting us dead in the face. And all these deer have been coming from the west. We got the new Paramount HDR 40 with us, and I'm hoping he comes strolling right across this grass out here, and we get a whack at him.
It was early. I mean, deer started moving early. It's 95 degrees. At 6:20, 6:15, something like that, I catch a buck out the tree, coming out the tree row. And I immediately realized it's a 10 point that had been running with Austin. And then there's a 9 comes out behind him, same one of the deer that's running with Austin. So I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, we might be fixing to get on something here. So they come on across and they try to cross and they kind of loop around and they come to the water tank, they're getting a drink of water, and they catch more movement. Well, Austin steps out. Time went by, he came straight to the water tank, but the water tank, the grass was so tall around the water tank that all I could see was their horns picking up and down. I'm going, geez, you know, am I gonna get a shot at this deer? Well, 10 minutes go by at the water tank and he finally breaks and turns. He walks through a gap, I touch off.
Boy, I had a short window. I think we just did it. Can't see nothing though. I mean, they come across there wide open. 3 of them. And they got to the water tank. They stayed at the water tank, and the weeds is so high around the water tank I can't even see it. All I can see is their horns, and then they go through a little gap right there. And I'm pretty sure I got him.
So I called my buddy Cody and told him, I said, look dude, we may have just busted at 6:30 in the afternoon on opening day. I think I just shot Austin. I think I made a really great shot, but not 100% sure. You come down here, get a hold of the camera, let's go see if we can find this deer. Cody gets there, we're celebrating and everything, and immediately we find blood on the grass.
No, he's right here. Yeah, he's right here.
Man, I was starting to worry a little bit. Whew, you got him for real. Yes, baby! Open the day, Cody Nichols. Give me some of that. Where's he at?
Right there by that cedar.
Woo! Oh my word! Yes, sir! We just high-holed a giant. Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. I was starting to worry, Cody. Yeah, there's the exit.
Yeah.
Hi-ho. That's the first deer killed with this gun right here. The new HTR 2023 40 cal. And look here, folks. He is a giant. Look at this. Oh, I didn't know he had an extra right there. He's actually got 3 extras there. We've been watching this deer all summer. Oh my God. Look at this, folks. Golly. Oh, he didn't go 50 yards, did he? Look at that. The first hunt of the season, basically for Benson, he kills his largest deer. And the first hunt for me, which was out of town in Kansas, I killed my second largest whitetail. So 2022 season's looking pretty good. So we're done with Kansas. We're headed back home for a little while, but we've got muzzleloader season tag for Oklahoma, and we're going, I think it opened up this year, something like the 20th, 21st of October. So my buddy Jesse's sending me pictures. We looking at some deer. Things are looking pretty good for Oklahoma.
Well, folks, here it is. It's day 4. We're here in Oklahoma hunting with Jesse, and I told myself coming out here this year I wasn't gonna get hung up on one deer. Now, everybody knows how I am. I get hung up on one deer. But that being said, we got this big 9 coming in here, and me and him have been in a dog fight all week. He has been on camera right at daylight, right at dark, just after dark, just before daylight. And I mean, it's just been a dog fight. You know, I've been spoiled the last couple of years. I've rolled into camp, killed on the first day or 2, and been done. But I'm back to my old tradition this week, waiting to the last minute.
Wind was perfect. We had a northeast wind that day, and it was blowing pretty good. I mean, just nice, easy. Come right up behind that pond dam, dump right in the back of the blind. 4:30, Cody looks outside the blind. He's like, man, I see a deer standing up over there.
I see him. That's him. Walk it on him through this way. That's him. 100%. Oh, he's gonna come this way. He's gonna come this way. He'll come this way. That's him. Let's just keep an eye on him.
This deer was bedded 100 yards from the blind. Luckily, they didn't blow out of the country.
talking about whack at 4:45. This baby is on fire. This baby is on fire. Dude, he took a dirt nap right there. I tried to put it right on his shoulders, right through his shoulders. Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. God, we have been in a dog. Dude, that deer was bedded 200 yards right there. I guarantee you that deer, you just watched him stand up. He was laid behind them log piles there. Oh, look at this. That's why we hunt Cody Nichols. I mean, we didn't even hunt 45 minutes. That was quick. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. The big 9 is down. I mean, a dog fight, would you, buddy? A dog fight. That crag just lays out there. He's so pretty. Cool. Look at that. Folks, don't ever give up. Don't ever give up.
We were very, very blessed. 22 season was definitely one for the books, and man, I couldn't ask for anything better.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's Walk by Faith. I want to open up the word today to 1 Thessalonians chapter 3, verse 2, and it says, "And we sent Timothy, our brother and God's fellow worker in the gospel of Christ, to strengthen and encourage you as to your faith." And guys, there's so much power in this. Strengthening and encouraging others as Christians is what we are called to do, to walk beside someone and hurt with them as they hurt. Be there for them. It's not about us, it's about others. That is what God calls us to do, is pick up our cross daily and follow Him and to love our neighbor as ourselves. So I just encourage you to do that. It means so much to people. Guys, I'm Jeff Danker, and remember, as we always say, shoot by sight and walk by faith.